Okay, so let's move on to the next stage. In the last screencast, we went and found what the average cost of renting and purchasing in your neighborhood is, and hopefully you've completed that step. So now let's go ahead and go down and see what it would cost to rent in your neighborhood. Okay, so I went through and I found the various rental prices. So here we are, a one-bedroom apartment I found for $1,500 a month, a two-bedroom apartment at $1,700, and then a three-bedroom at $1,900 a month, close to $2,000 a month. I did that by simply going to Zillow. I select for rent, and I set either one bedroom, and I selected price low to high, two bedroom, and then obviously three bedroom. You could go, four bedrooms and up and see how costly it gets. But we can stick with those three data points. So now what we want to do, since you've got that, we want to figure out how much money you need to make to afford to live in that neighborhood or to afford that place. So rental experts say at the absolute maximum, you should be spending 30% of your salary on rent or your mortgage. Okay, so that's the absolute maximum. So what we want to do is we want to figure out what the absolute minimum salary would be to rent there. So what we're going to do is type in a formula. So we're going to select equals sum, and that's like your generic math formula. And since we have this number, what we want to do, instead of multiplying by 0.3 to get 30%, we're actually going to divide by 0.3 and close. And that's going to be your monthly salary right there. So you know what? If we actually went and inserted a row just below that, we could see what our annual salary would have to be as well. So let's go ahead and merge that. And what we can do is equals sum. We can multiply 5,250, shift 8 for the asterisk that's multiplied by 12 months in the year. And you'll see that that individual needs to be making about $63,000 a year to afford that one-bedroom apartment, which is pretty pricey. Okay, and you can do the same thing for those as well. So equals sum divided by 0.3, and so on and so forth. Okay, and that's how you collected that data.